Okay, hi everybody. I'm making a video of a little scenario of stuff that's been going on, little different things that people have been talking about my husband and friends and yada yada yada. Well, I get this phone call. This dude has done broke down. His girl's done chewed him out. She is threatening to leave him and everything else. Okay, so the first thing I ask is, what started it? I mean, come on. Most of the time, if you listen very, very hard, most of the time we have a reason for going off, and then sometimes we're just being little crazy, little nutcases running around. But most of the time we actually have something to be yelling about. Well, it turns out, and y'all correct me if I'm wrong, it turns out this dude had done went and got a divorce, okay? And his new girl, he was married for a year, and how it went is he went and got a divorce, or maybe not quite a year, quote me if I'm wrong, but the woman was asking him, even though he's in another relationship now, he's saying he's pretty serious about the relationship, but he's in another relationship now, and I'm like, okay. He's in another relationship, so he's moving on. Okay, so he said that because of him not being on a lease, not being able to be on a lease is why she chewed him out. And I said, no, that don't make sense. That don't make sense. So supposedly, he was on a lease with his ex-wife, and they owed $3,000 and needed to pay it. And so it went on his credit. So yes, in most states, after that, you can't be on a lease for another 7 years, which makes sense. Yes, that makes sense. But what the part didn't make sense is why she went off. Okay, so I dig into it. I'm like, oh, what the heck? I normally don't dig into people's problems. I normally just have problems of my own, and I try to deal with them. And so I go to dig it. I get curiosity kill the cat, so I was just going with it. And I said, so what's all going on? And he says she got to complaining and screaming at him because of the ex-wife. They come home and they get this divorce and all of it signed and everything. And of course he's dating another woman. And of course the reason why they broke up is because the ex-wife went and told her ex-husband that she wanted to date other men, and that's just me putting it in a nice form. She actually went on and started saying the F word and all that stuff, and I'm not like that, and I'm not going to say that. That's not a lady like, and I'm not going to say that, them words. But so he keeps missing to tell me that he got a phone call from his ex-wife stating, oh, well, I don't have a vehicle, and can you go and run me to get our divorce papers? I didn't get a copy of them, and oh, by the way, this is due, and I'm like, oh, hold on. That's all you got to tell me right there. That's it. I don't need nothing else. I know why that woman going off. I know exactly why that woman going off. That woman is going off because, one, you are, and quote me, y'all tell me if I'm wrong, okay? Y'all tell me if I'm wrong about this. You have an ex-wife. You divorced her, okay? You're supposed to be clear of that. Clear of that. I understand, being friends on certain things, but not when it causes a problem with your relationship that you have then. Okay, but quote me if I'm wrong, what the heck are you doing going to go get your ex-wife and go help her and help pay her bills? How is that supposed to make your girlfriend feel that you're saying you're serious about? How is that supposed to make her feel? That makes her feel threatened. I mean, I dealt with this out of my husband at one point. When me and my husband first got married, I mean, we've been married for 8 years, so we've seen a lot of things, and I got a lot more to see. But in my marriage, when we first, it was before we got married, he had this best friend. And her name was, some Ray or something like that. Yada, yada, yada. But anyway, so when I got in the relationship with him, I was like, okay, cool. I'm going to try to be friends with her. What the heck? Why not? If she's your friend, she needs to be my friend. That's the way it needs to go. Well, then all of a sudden, I'm like trying to be friends with her, and next thing I know, she wants me to get this dog. I'm like, okay, I'll help you out. And I love my animals. I really love my animals. But, so I get the dog, and I get it home. Well, I'm also in the process of traveling. You know, I don't have dogs at home, and I'm traveling. I'm going back and forth. My husband's a traveler. You know, he comes home maybe 2 months out of a year. So I do a lot of traveling to go see him and everything. And, yeah. I knew there was a chance it wasn't going to work out. But I gave her, you know, I was like, I'm going to give the dog benefit of doubt. You know, she's saying she's going to put this dog down if, you know, he don't go somewhere. I'm like, all right. Well, I get home, and I have somebody that's babysitting the dog and everything, you know, looking after the dog, sending me pictures, you know, because I'm very cautious about people watching my animals. And so I get home, and yeah, diarrhea's everywhere, you know, stains from it. This dog has destroyed my house. Antique furniture chewed up. I mean, I have an antique radio from 1934 still working, and it's all chewed up on the ends because of this dog. And I'm like, okay. So I call her, and I tell her, hey, I need you to come get this dog, because it's not working out. It's not working out. I can't do this. And I need you to find another home for it, or, you know, something's going to have to give. And she commits to tell me, no, you need to take the dog and everything else. And so I'm like, okay, this ain't working out. This is not, you're giving me a whole bunch of excuses why you can't do this and you can't do that. Okay, and I'm not a person for excuse. I'm a straightforward person. That's how it's going to be, you know, just bloop. But she goes and tells me that, oh, I'm not getting the dog. You can just put the dog down. I'm not taking the dog back. And I'm like, what? That's awful dang cruel. But now I know I'm not giving you the dog. I know I'm not giving you back the dog. I already know that. That's already established. So I ended up finding a no-kill shelter and yada, yada, yada. And the dog did get, you know, adopted. I even made sure of it. They even sent me pictures of the dog to make sure it's getting adopted. It was adopted and everything. And she goes and tells me, gets mad at me because I did do that and not give her the dog back because the dog was not neutered, and that's breeding rights. Okay, well, I didn't agree to none of that junk. Didn't agree to none of that junk. I was just doing you a favor. Well, she goes and tells me, oh, well, you shouldn't have done that. You didn't have the right, and that your husband, or at the time he was my boyfriend. I'm used to saying husband now. After 8 years, you get like that. But your man, I was in his life before you, and you're not going to do this. And, oh, by the way, my goddaughter, which is my daughter, that is his goddaughter, oh, that's his child. Okay. Well, at that point, I'm like, what? Really? You gonna stoop that low? Okay. Normally, I do try to make it work because she was a part of his life, you know, when he was younger. Well, at that point, quote me if I'm wrong. Not happening, ain't gonna happen, and you got to go. And if my man loves me enough, he'll make you go. Well, needless to say, she cussed him out over the phone and everything else. But that's the moral of my story is, you know, and I'm getting way off track here. Why should she be okay with this? This is not okay. you're sitting here helping your ex-wife and everything else when you're stabbing your other girl in the back. You're pushing her aside and to help your ex-wife. No. Here this woman is. She is very capable. She's not any medical conditions, and I made sure to ask that because sometimes people are, and they need help. So I'm like, okay, so she has no medical issues. She is perfectly healthy to work and everything else, but yet you're paying her bills and doing stuff for her. Aside from your girlfriend that you want to spend the rest of your life with, that you're telling me that you want to spend it, and you're going to break down because that woman's done basically said, no, I'm getting pushed aside while your ranky butt is helping your ex-wife. Why don't you just go on and be with her? Go back to your ex-wife. Because that's what a woman's thinking. There's the damn door. Or excuse me, I probably shouldn't have said that. I'm going to have to bleep that out now. I'm going to get in trouble for that too now. But there's the door. There's the door. You if you're like me, gosh, my phone is going off like crazy now. But if you're like me, there's the door. Okay, I'm not holding you down here. Just like what I told my husband when he was dealing with that other girl. You're lying saying that you have a child by this man, which she was, just to hurt me. Okay, you're going to go to that great extent. You're threatening me of a dog and everything else. No, and then you're going to tell me my husband's going to choose you over me? No, if he loves me, no, he's going to choose me. He's not going to choose you. He's going to choose me, and he's going to put you in your place. Need to say, on my story, that girl was never heard of again. That girl was gone. I told my husband, you get her gone. I don't care what you do, but if I ever hear from her again, I'm going to knock her out. Because that's just not right. You don't do that. You just don't. But y'all clarify if I'm wrong. I mean, come on. I mean, you going to take care of your ex-wife? Why pushing your current girlfriend aside? Yeah, she has every right. But if the girlfriend also agree with this, if the girlfriend sees that that's happening and sees that there is no change and she is working through that and she's giving it all she can and he doesn't want to change, girl, you stupid. You got to go. You got to leave that dang man. I even gave my own husband that option. It's either me or them. Gotta go. Pew. I'll go out the door. I don't care. See, y'all correct me if I'm wrong on that one.